There's been a lot of talk recently about the quality of books declining. Well, I have a few thoughts on why this is happening and how your book can avoid being a victim of this decline. First is rushing and trend chasing. While the number of books the average American reads has dramatically declined over the years, the number of books readers consume has dramatically increased. Readers today have a voracious appetite, which goes along with the trend we see in television. People are used to binge watching their favorite shows and having entertainment on demand. Long gone are the days of waiting a week between episodes. In a similar fashion, readers don't want to wait a year or two between books. With the wide variety of books available, thanks to indie publishing, readers have a wide selection to choose from. Publishers and writers of all kinds know this. So they pump out as many as they can, as fast as possible, to retain readership. And you just can't rush art. Well, you can, but the quality suffers. Creating a great book takes time. Now, it doesn't need to take 5 years, but if you're writing a full length novel from conception to publication in a few months, something's amiss. While the story may be entertaining, it's going to lack true depth or quality prose. Patience, I've found, is a quality a lot of indie authors lack. Don't get me wrong, I love indie authors, don't come for me, and indie publishing. I'm about it. Writers are truly able to control their careers like never before. But this also comes with some drawbacks without proper knowledge. While indie publishing's reputation has improved over the years, there's still some negative stigma attached to it. And this is partially due to rushing. Many don't take time to chew on their books and refine them before throwing them out into the world. They barely finish editing the first draft before hitting publish and moving on to the next one. This can come from a fear of missing out, especially on a trend, but most of the times it's impatience or not understanding the many stages of editing. Editing isn't glamorous work, and most writers don't enjoy that process, but it's where a story truly starts to sing. Many writers get one round of editing done and call it good, but this typically isn't enough. If you're an experienced writer, you'll have to do less revisions typically, but new writers should really expect to edit their stories even up to like 20 times. But it's not just indie books that are having this problem today. Traditional published books are also declining. While they have a whole team behind them to help them with the editing and the marketing, the book covers, they're still rushing and trend chasing. Trend chasing is a good way to make money, but when this is the motivation, the art suffers. Your story is going to lack passion and soulful purpose, which is what has made literature so impactful since we started telling stories. Chasing trends loses creativity and innovation. And the result is that a story that may be entertaining, but it isn't very deep and not particularly memorable. Marketing is also a bit of a component here. If a book can't neatly fit into a trendy category, traditional publishers aren't likely to pick it up. This is where indie publishers come in because we can kind of put our genre bending, blending new stuff out there where traditional publishers are afraid to touch it. Because books that are memorable create new genres or they mix different ones together. And while I understand the need for marketability, especially in today's world where you're getting ads thrown at you every 2 seconds, I can't help but wonder how many unmarketable gems are out there. So, reason two, editors are too soft or just not skilled enough. It's easier now than ever to become a freelance editor. You can easily go through a third party site or make your own website and start offering your services. Once upon a time, you had to have an internship and you had to know somebody and you had to work your way up the ladder. And that's not true anymore. And this is great. I love this. There's no more gatekeepers and needing to know the right people. You can take your talent for the craft and get straight to work. And there are many fabulous editors who got their start this way, but like most good things, there's downsides too. This also means anyone can become an editor, even without the proper knowledge. There are many out there who don't have the right skills for editing. Many of these people are often writers or avid readers who may even be good at writing or really good at creating book reviews. But just because someone has a writer skill or a reading skill doesn't mean they're going to be a good editor. And just because someone's also a good editor doesn't mean they're going to be a good writer. But aside from the inexperience, my biggest frustration, editors are too soft now. I understand the impulse to want to give soft feedback. Many writers can't handle critiques, and editors don't want to have to put up with writers lashing out and giving them poor reviews. But being too nice as an editor also doesn't help writers improve. I'm not saying that editors should go rip writers' hearts out and stomp on them, but they do need to be honest with their feedback and tell them what needs improvement. I've seen far too many writers who pay for editing receive minimal constructive feedback, but they get a lot of praise, but then they can't figure out why people don't want to read their story. Editors being too nice is hurting writers and causing them a lot of frustration within the writing community. And reason 3 for the decline of book quality: AI written abominations. I'm sure most of you aren't really surprised that that's in here. It's kind of a hot topic. And I will be going into AI in my next video, so subscribe if you want to be alerted when it comes out. The indie book world has worked really hard to make themselves a respectable and valid form of publication. But AI books threaten to destroy that hard-earned reputation. Many authors who use AI to write their books aren't dedicated to the writing process. Their soul just isn't in it. AI spits out the average writing quality from the samples it's been fed, which honestly most of the time isn't that good. A lot of new writers have fed their work into AI to get reviews, and AI is using new writer work to create books. It puts words on a page that things should go after each other without the intention and careful consideration of a real human writer. Real writers know that stories are more than just words on a page. Every word is chosen for a reason, and AI doesn't have that sense of reasoning. It just goes based off of an algorithm. And just putting words one after another doesn't make for an impactful story. And what's worse is that these AI books are created so quickly that they've already flooded places like Amazon. This makes sorting through books a nightmare, and it makes finding the gems even harder than it was before. And this is one reason why I won't give a book the time of day if their cover is clearly AI. I'm just going to assume that you used AI for the written portion as well. But even books that are written by humans, but they're edited or critiqued by AI as part of the refining process, are harmed by AI. When only AI edits a book, it misses a lot of technical and story issues. Even grammar and spell checks are often wrong and give terrible wording advice, at least in the creative writing sphere. And the AI critiques are even worse. You may as well go hire a brand new editor who doesn't know what they're doing. They'll give you better feedback. Because the feedback that AI gives is mostly praise, and it lacks any real editorial merit. I've seen many writers post their AI feedback, happy about how much it praised them. But the problem is, out of all these numerous authors that posted what AI said about their book, AI pretty much said the same thing about every book, and it was mostly praise. Quality is greatly lost when AI is doing the work, and artistry and passion is absent. Is there a place for AI in the creative world? Check out my next video to see my take on it. So what's next for us? Don't worry, not all hope is lost in the book community. We're either going to continue to pump out books as fast as possible until all entertainment is devoid of passion and meaning, or we're going to rise up against ravenous consumption. As readers, we need to savor our books. We are partially to blame. We need to choose human authors and stop competing over who read the most books in a year. As writers, we need to get back to the art of writing.